there is some problem of your side. Okay, so let us start. I am Belkan again. I am Dr. Hriday Mishra, and today I am going to discuss property of steam with you. Okay, let us start. Okay, what is the content for the today lecture? That content for the today lecture is the basic term steam thermodynamics, PV diagram, TS diagram, HS diagram, and PS diagram. Okay, steam generation, or we can say that steam formation, type of steam, measurement of dryness fraction of steam, Molar diagram, or we can say HS diagram, and what are the references for that. So let's start. Okay, whatever the basic term for the this. So steam enthalpy, we I just discussed from previous lecture to entropy, but what is that? Okay, now we can discuss this. Enthalpy in general measure of the internal storage energy. It is internal storage energy per mass unit of the following scheme steam. Okay, so it is expressed in kilojoule per kg in SI units. It is usually represented with letter H, small h. Okay, steam entropy. Okay, so what is the entropy? It is a measure of thermodynamics potential of the following steam in the unit of energy per mass unit and absolute temperature. It expressed in kilojoule Kelvin, and it is kilojoule per kg, and it is kilojoule per kg Kelvin in SI units. Okay, the difference between unit, only temperature is involved. Okay, see, only temperature K Kelvin is involved. The basic difference is per Kelvin. Temperature is added here. Absolute temperature is here. Okay. Otherwise, all these things is same. Next is specific volume. Specific volume. Okay. At its name implied, specific volume is a measure of the volume for a flowing stream per mass unit. Okay, what is the unit of volume? Unit of volume we discuss, it is meter cube. Then what is the unit of specific volume? That is we also discuss, that is meter cube per kg. Okay, and it is represented by the small v. Now, sensible heat. What is the meaning of sensible heat? The amount of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 kg of water from 0 degree saturation temperature at a given pressure is known as sensible heat of the water. So, once again, the amount of heat required to increase of temperature of 1 kg water from 0 degree to saturated temperature at a given pressure known as sensible heat. Okay, so latent heat, see, there is a different. Okay, the amount of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 kg of water from 0 degree to saturated temperature. Yes, this is the main term here. Okay, this is the main term. So we can put a different color here. Okay, saturation temperature. Okay, now latent heat, same definition is there, but little bit change. The amount of heat required to convert 1 kg of water at saturated temperature from a given pressure into dryness scheme at the temperature and pressure is known as latent heat. Or we just see this, the amount of heat required, the amount of heat required to phase change. Okay, means we can say that in present era what happened, there is 0 degree ice cube or 0 degree ice and 0 degree water too. Okay, so that first 0 degree ice convert to the 0 degree of water, 0 degree temperature of water. Then what happened, by which energy or by which heat it will be changed. Okay, so there is a phase change, or we can say that the 100-degree temperature of water and 100-degree temperature of steam, because the boiling point of the water is 100 degree. Okay, and there is availability of 100 degree of steam and 100 degree of water too. Okay, so but phase is change, but phase is change, a liquid state and another gaseous state, a solid state and a liquid state. So when the phase is changed but temperature is not changed. Okay, phase is change but temperature is not changed, the required amount of heat called the latent heat. Okay, understand? Dryness fraction. Okay, so what is the dryness fraction here? Dryness fraction is defined as the mass of dry steam per kg of wet steam. Okay, so we can say that it's represented by X. What is the dryness fraction? Okay, so Ms divided by Ms plus Mw, where Ms is the mass of steam and Mw is mass of water. Okay, so what is dryness fraction? Means dryness fraction is the ratio between the mass of steam divided by mass of steam plus mass of water. Okay. Now, steam thermodynamics. What is the steam thermodynamics? Steam is the gaseous phase of water. Okay, no doubt that is correct. It utilizes heat during the process and carries large quantity of heat later. Okay, so what is that? Steam is a gaseous phase of water. It utilizes the heat during the process and it carry large quantity of heat later. Okay, so hence it could be used as a working substance from steam engine. Steam is generated in the boiler at the constant pressure. Okay, so steam is generated in the boiler at a constant pressure. Generally, steam may be obtained starting from ice or straight away from the water by the adding the heat into it. Okay. Generally, steam may be obtained from the ice and straight away from the water by adding the heat into it. So what happened? Uh, uh, क्या होता है कि जब हम वाटर को गर्म करते हैं, लिक्विडिफाई से वेपरीफाई करते हैं, देन व्हाट हैपन, स्टीम इज जनरेटेड। लेकिन अगर आप फ्रिज में जो फ्रीजर पोर्शन होता है वहां से आइस क्यूब बाहर निकालें और उसको एयर में रखें, तो क्या होता है, तो भी आपका स्टीम जनरेट होता है। आप देखते हैं वेपर्स उड़ता रहता है ना। तो दैट इज ड्यू टू द हाई अमाउंट ऑफ हीट चेंज। ओके, फ्रीजर में था तो कोई क्या कहते हैं कि हीट चेंज नहीं हो रहा था, जस्ट टेम्परेचर इज कूल डाउन कूल डाउन कूल डाउन, एंड एट द स्टेट ऑफ some time the water convert to the solid ice cube. Okay, when we put that ice cube in the normal temperature or normal environment, then what happened, the heat is discreting cold to high, cold to high, cold to high, cold to high, like that. Okay, to make the equilibrium condition. Okay, that's why the ice get vaporized, the water get vaporized. Okay, so there is a question for you. Okay, the question is, क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि जैसे आप कोई मिल्क पाउच लेकर के आते हैं, वो बहुत कूल रहता है, ठंडा रहता है ना, और फिर जैसे ही आप उसको क्या कहते हैं कि एयर में रखते हैं या फिर हाथ में पकड़े रहते हैं, तो क्या होता है कि आपका जो पाउच रहता है उस पर वाटर कंटेंट होना स्टार्ट हो जाता है, यानी वाटर आ जाता है। कैसे आ जाता है, एनी रीजन, एनीवन कैन एक्सप्लेन दिस?
outer temperature is high and this back temperature is low.
Okay, then what? उससे क्या होगा, बाहर का
बैक का टेम्परेचर कम रहता है और बाहर का टेम्परेचर ज्यादा रहता है, इसलिए उस पे वो वाटर
ड्रॉपलेट आते हैं। ओके, यू करेक्ट द नियर आंसर, बट व्हाट हैपेंड, द वाटर मॉलिक्यूल रिप्रेजेंट प्रेजेंट इन द environment. Okay, so what happened, the air contact to the cold bag of the milk, then the water droplet get moisturize. Okay, तो जो वाटर कंटेंट एयर में रहते हैं वो कोल्ड के टच में आने पे क्या होते हैं, कंडेंस हो जाते हैं, ठीक है ना। तो वो वाटर ड्रॉपलेट में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि क्या इन्वायरमेंट में वाटर भी अवेलेबल है ना, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ गैस। ओके, तो वो जो H2O गैसियस फॉर्म में है वो क्या कहते हैं कि कंडेंस होके लिक्विड हो जाता है। तो वो किस रीजन में होता है, जहां पे क्या कहते हैं कि आपका बहुत ही ज्यादा कोल्ड है, तो हीट ट्रांसफर शुरू हो जाता है फॉर द इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन, क्योंकि एनवायरनमेंट में हर चीज क्या है, इक्विलिब्रियम है ना, ठंडा नॉर्मल नहीं है ना। तो जैसे क्या कहते हैं कि हम रूम का एसी ऑन करते हैं तो क्या होता है कि रूम धीरे धीरे कोल्ड होना शुरू होता है ना। तो रूम का एक क्लोज वेसल है, हम सारी खिड़की वगैरह बंद कर देते हैं, डोर बंद कर देते हैं, तो जो एक सेचुरेटेड एरिया है उसको जो हमारा एयर कंडीशनिंग है कूल कर देता है ना। लेकिन अगर हम जैसे ही विंडो ओपन कर दें तो क्या क्या होगा कि बाहर का टेम्परेचर हाई है, अंदर का टेम्परेचर कम है, तो वो इक्विलिब्रियम होना स्टार्ट हो जाता है, मतलब अंदर का जो फ्लो है टेम्परेचर का वो बाहर की तरफ होने लगता है ना। तो वो इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन में आना चाहता है। ओके, सो द अंडर सुपरहीटेड आर subcooled condition, superheated or subcooled condition, we can say that. What is that? Properties such as enthalpy, entropy and specific volume are dependent on the temperature and pressure. Okay, all the things like specific volume, enthalpy, entropy, these are the dependent on temperature and pressure. However, at the saturated condition where a mixed of steam and water consist. An additional parameter, steam quality, need to be defined. Okay, steam quality means dryness fraction. Okay, if the dryness fraction is high, then what happened? Steam is high content of gas, low content of water. Okay, so here steam quality usually represented with the letter X. Steam quality is frequently recorded at the percentage of the steam by the weighting after being multiplied by the 100. The mixture of enthalpy, entropy and specific volume of a steam water mixture can then be easily defined as H, this is enthalpy, HF plus X into HFG, okay, where HFG is Hg minus Hf, okay. This is entropy, SF plus X into SFG. What is SFG? See here, okay. V is Vf into Vg, okay. What is these things? Okay, HFG is Hg minus Hf, means enthalpy of gas, enthalpy of the fuel, entropy of the gas, entropy of the fuel, okay. Same V, specific volume, Vf into Vg, okay. This is X. What is X? X is nothing but dryness fraction, where subscript F from fluid, okay. I already told you this is regarding the fluid, and G for the gas, okay. Enthalpy of the gas, enthalpy of the fluid, entropy of the gas, entropy of the fuel, and specific volume of the gas, okay. So next thing says PV diagram. P represent pressure and V represent the volume, okay. So this is PV diagram. So this is the triple point line, okay, one line, two line, this is the third line. Now what happens here? If the pressure is increases, if the pressure is increases, then volume is increases, okay. But in a critical situation, this is the critical situation, it is pressure and volume is directly proportional to each other till this critical point, okay. After that, if pressure is increases, sorry, if volume is increases, then pressure is decrease. See here, after the critical point, what happens? The pressure is decreases, but if steam is first of all, what happen? The volume is increases, then pressure is increases, but after the critical point, it is vice versa. Then what happened? Volume is increases, but pressure is decreases. This is TS diagram, means temperature and entropy diagram. Now here, if entropy is increases, then what happens? Temperature is increases, but till a critical point, okay, till a critical point. So we need to extend again, means we increase the entropy again, then what happens? The temperature is down, temperature is down, okay. So in the PV diagram and TS diagram, we can say that when the volume is increases, then pressure is also increases, but it happen only till a critical point. After that critical point, if volume is increases, then pressure is decreases respectively. Same things in the temperature and the entropy diagram, TS diagram. After the critical point, we get reduction in the temperature. Okay. Now HS diagram, enthalpy and entropy diagram. HS diagram, enthalpy and entropy diagram. So we get a linear relation till the critical point between the H and S. Okay, this is, we can say that this is a linear relation till the critical point. Okay, as much entropy is increases, the same ratio enthalpy is increases. After that what happened? Entropy is increases, but what happened? There is very little change in the enthalpy. Means entropy changes, but what happened? The enthalpy is get too much, little bit response. Okay, enthalpy is not change as much as entropy is change. Okay, so next is PS diagram, pressure and entropy diagram. What happened? See here, the critical point is take larger place. Okay, after the critical point, if the entropy is changed, then pressure drop is according to that. Okay, the pressure drop also very high rate, but here what happened? If the after the critical point, the change in enthalpy is very slow, but after the critical point, change in pressure is very high. Means pressure is decreases very high. Now formation of the steam, formation of steam. So what happened? See, formation of steam. See here, this is minus 10 degree, this is the 0 degree. Okay, so in that case there is temperature and there is heat added. Okay, so what happens? See here, heat added and temperature increase is very linear. We just add the heat and increase the temperature. Minus 0 degree, say, sorry, minus 10 degree to 0 degree. What happened? We heat up the things and temperature increase. Okay. Now B portion, we add the heat but temperature is not increases. We add the heat but temperature is not increase. So what is the B portion represent? What is the B portion represent? B portion represent the latent heat here. This is the latent heat. Again, heat is added and temperature increases very fast. See, there is linear condition, means this area is equal, but here what happened? This area is small and this area is high. So what is the meaning? The meaning is that we get let heat input and temperature get higher in change. Okay, so this is 100 degree temperature here. Okay, TS, saturated steam. Okay, now what happens? See very carefully. Okay, now in D we just added the heat, but temperature is not increases again, so here is again latent heat is there. Here is again latent heat is there. So 100 degree of water to 100 degree of steam. After that, we again heated the steam and we get superheated steam here. Super, H super, HFG. So what is HFG? Means fluid and gas mixture. What is F? There is fluid, means water condition, liquid condition is there. And here Hg means in this region we get gas, but all the temperature are same. Temperature are same. Temperature is not increases. So HW, here is HW. So because this is changing, temperature is changing and addition of heat also changing. Okay, so come here. So here, see, sensible heat taken by ice. B is latent heat of the fusion. I already told you that is the latent heat. D is latent heat of evaporation. E sensible heat. HW specific enthalpy of water. F specific enthalpy of saturated water. HF latent heat of evaporation. Hg specific enthalpy of dryness saturation steam. HF specific enthalpy of superheated steam. Okay. So next, see, enthalpy change in generator of steam 0 at 0 degree. Okay, means 0 degree ice to 0 degree liquid. Okay, H0 equal to U0 plus PV0 at 0 degree centigrade. U0 is 0. Okay, so that H naught equal to PV naught, where V naught is specific volume at 0 degree temperature. Okay. Now 0 degree saturation temperature is there. HF enthalpy of fluid equal to UF plus PVF, where VF is specific volume of saturated temperature. So we know the HF, PV, V naught, HF minus H naught equal to H. So that is UF plus P, we get P common here, Vf minus V0 or V naught. So same things for the entropy. S is the entropy, S equal to SF plus SFG equal to Cp. What is the Cp? Cp is, you know, a specific heat. Okay, long C IS divided by T naught, NFG, HSFG and TFG for dryness saturated steam at X equal to 1. At X equal to 1 and S equal to SF plus X, we added X here. Now here what happened? The dryness fraction has some value here, X value is 1. So we can use same formula, but we put the value of X here. Okay, the same things here, only X is added here. Okay, the same formula, but dryness fraction or dryness constant for this is the at constant pressure. Okay, so again S equal to SFX plus SG, it is for superheated steam. For superheated steam, this Sg is added here, this Sg is added here, and the value of Sg we put from the here, log superheated upon Ts, where Cpw is 1 equal to 1, because this is the specific heat of water. Okay, that is always equal to 1. Okay. So we put the lecture in today.
No, sir.
Yes, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So आप सभी लोगों ने फॉर्म फिल किया, एंटी रैकिंग फॉर्म?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because anti racking form filling is very important. The last date is 9 April. Then you have to fill that. Oh my God.